welcome to the Cruise Show. I'm Carly and this is John. Well, thank you for joining us today. I'm sure you'll be glad that you did, because today we are freestyle cruising, because we're cruising with Norwegian Cruise Lines and they like you to be free at sea. That means you can dress up or go casual, you can dine whenever you choose to, and you can be as active or as relaxed as you like. And not only that, Norwegian Cruise Lines are premium all-inclusive, and John will be telling you a little bit more about that later in the show. But we have got some wonderful itineraries in store for you, including a couple of fantastic Vision Choice holidays, and you know what that means. We've put those together especially for you, and you can't get them anywhere else. So stay tuned, because I think we've got something in store for you today. But to tell us a little bit more about Norwegian Cruise Lines, it's the cruise man himself, Mr. John Cooper.
Thanks so much indeed, Carly. Well, Norwegian Cruise Lines, as Carly was saying, they're premium all-inclusive. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means, first of all, you know when you may have been all-inclusive before, and it's the home brands, isn't it? You know, you can have this or this, which you want. No, you can choose any brand that you want. The big brands that you love. That's what's included. All your gratuities, they're all taken care of. No need to tip or anything like that. It's all done. Your food is incredible. They have up to 23 different places to eat in. Now, some of them do have a small cover charge, but you don't have to go into them. Then there's the world-class entertainment, and it really is world-class. And as Carly was saying, it's freedom dining as well. That means you eat where and when you like. So if you wanted to eat at 6 o'clock one night and 9 o'clock the next night, you can. If you want to eat in that restaurant one night and this restaurant the next night, you can. You don't have to book, but you can book ahead, and then you'll know you get your table when you get there. The whole thing is wonderful. And do you know what I like about the restaurants as well? Each restaurant has their own galley. So, you know, you can almost see the food being cooked. You can smell it being cooked. It is wonderful. Norwegian Cruise Lines. I love them. You'll love them. And with them being premium all-inclusive, so much has already been paid for before you go. You'll love it.
Well, we're going to start out by a lovely cruise around the Baltics. Now, this is September next year, so deposit today will secure this holiday for you. So what are you waiting for? Get ready for what's coming, because we are taking you on board Norwegian Breakaway. So let's join John for a little look around.
The Norwegian Breakaway is the latest of the Norwegian Cruise Line fleet, with so many innovative ideas and comforts that you should expect and enjoy, with touches of luxury that just make you feel a little special. One of the unique features about the Norwegian Breakaway that I love, and I think you'll love too, is this waterfront area. It's like a promenade that you can look out to sea, and you can have cocktails of an evening, or maybe even a restaurant meal as well. It's all here to enjoy. It's a unique feature, and I think it's going to be really, really popular. Can you imagine sitting out, watching the sea go by, or maybe going into a port of call and having a lovely cocktail or maybe a meal or two? It's a wonderful feature, and I think you'll love it too. Come with me, let's go. The spa deck area is a great place to relax and soak up the sun, or maybe share a drink and a chat with friends. As you take in all the ship has to offer, from the fine staterooms, the wonderful shopping opportunities, the facilities for younger children, and the freestyle dining that Norwegian Cruise Lines are famous for, where you eat where and when you want, plus all the little extras you'll really love. Do you know, one of the things I love about Norwegian Cruise Lines is the accommodation. It is so spacious, it feels comfortable, and there's all the little extras like coffee making machines and all things like that. The bathrooms are wonderful, and of course there's lots of balconies as well for you to choose from. Whichever stateroom you choose, I know you're going to have a comfortable night's sleep. And there's such a choice of staterooms, no matter what your budget, and all have the same comfortable feel and spacious bathrooms. With Norwegian Cruise Lines cruises, the dining is something really special, and there's such a great variety of dining venues serving many different kinds of cuisine. If you have kids, well, there's so much for them to do on board, from crazy golf to climbing walls and games and hobby rooms that will keep them entertained and amused for hours on end. For the older teens, there's a great hangout area where they'll love mixing with people of their own age with loads of cool stuff to do. For the youngsters, there's plenty to keep them occupied too. One of the things I love about the Norwegian Breakaway are these things here. They're everywhere. Now, I know it just looks like a little picture, but it's not. It's an information centre, and all you have to do is touch the screen. What's going on? There it is. You want to find out where it is? You just map it. It takes you exactly to where it goes. It's magic, and these are everywhere, all over the ship. I don't know how I got by without them. Well, there are over 20 eating experiences here on the Norwegian Breakaway, and this is just one of them. It is, of course, the Italian restaurant, and there's food everywhere, and it's absolutely scrumptious. Oh, thank you. All right. And this is mine. So, while you have a look around at other eateries, I'll just tuck in. Enjoy. With Norwegian Cruise Lines, freedom dining is really your choice where and when you eat. The Italian restaurant where I am does have a small cover charge, as do some of the other specialty restaurants. But many, like the Manhattan rooms and the buffets, don't. But there really is lots of choice, which means if you choose a steak one night, you can maybe try another restaurant the next night for some show cooking as well, like the Teppanyaki restaurant. You'll soon get to love the freedom dining on board. Here on the Norwegian Breakaway, there's so many different places to show you, it's hard to know where to start. But how about here in the lobby bar? And what a lobby bar it is. The atmosphere is fantastic. And there's even a grand piano where they hint out the tunes of a night. You could be singing along to that, or maybe just enjoying the video wall behind me. And if this isn't lively enough for you, how about a really packed Irish bar? Want one? There's one on the next floor up. The Irish pub is a great place to meet for a drink and meet new friends, but other nighttime venues around the ship are lots of fun too. Fat Cats is the jazz bar that really comes alive at night. And there's cool cocktail bars. And talking of cool, there's even an ice bar where you can enjoy vodka, literally on the rocks. There's the piano bar with its dueling pianos, which really has to be seen to be believed. And if you're looking for a laugh, then we have the place you've been looking for. If it's late night dancing you're looking for, well, Bliss will take you where you want to be. And when it comes to lavish shows, there's the Rock of Ages, the Circo Dreams and Dinner Show, and the Burn the Floor Dance Spectacular. Yeah, it really is spectacular. That is what you can expect on a Norwegian Breakaway. And this is going around the Baltics. Now, we based this on the 23rd of September next year for 9 nights. But you know what? It goes throughout the summer next year. We've only chosen this date as a prime point. If you can't do that date, give us a call. We'll quote you on the other dates as well. Goes from London. We're going to fly from London out to Copenhagen. That's where we're going to join the ship. We're going to cruise out from Copenhagen. Maybe have a cocktail on top deck. Well, you're all inclusive. Why not? Actually, and then our first port of call, Werdermunde in Germany. This week you go to Berlin for the day. It's lovely there, or maybe to Rostock, which is just up the road. But Werdermunde itself, it's a lovely holiday resort. You're going to love that. Then we cross to Tallinn in Estonia. It's one of my favourite places. It really is. It's got like a walled medieval city, cobbled streets. It's got all the little shops. It's lovely. Then we're into St. Petersburg in Russia. Now, we're going to be overnighting here, so you get 2 full days in St. Petersburg to take in maybe the all the palaces, the Church of the Spilled Blood. Maybe go to the opera, not the opera, the ballet while you're there over evening as well. It really is lovely. Then we sail across, not far away in reality, to Helsinki in Finland. And the Finnish capital is incredible. The fish market in the centre of town is absolutely unbelievable. Then we're into Stockholm. The cruise in through the archipelago of Stockholm is incredible. And, of course, there's the ABBA Museum when you get there as well. Well worth a visit. Then we cruise on to Copenhagen. That's unfortunately where the ship's going to tip you off, and we're going to take you back to the airport and take you back to the UK. Remember, this is premium all-inclusive. We've included all your gratuities, your drinks, your tips, all your flights, all your overseas transfers, your luggage is included. 9 nights on board. 9 nights on board. All that for this price of 1,599. Now, what I would say to you is, when you're thinking of the price, think about how much you'd normally spend to go on holiday, and then how much you'd normally spend while you're on holiday, and add the two of them together, because that's what this is. Because remember, everything's included in the price. It's premium all-inclusive. It's not house brands, it's the big brands you love. No tipping, no need to tip, that's all done. Your flights, transfer, everything's included. Fabulous entertainment. I think this is really great value for money. And I'll tell you what as well. If you ask for a case of wine when you book, say John said you could have a case of wine and I'll give it to you. But you've got to ask, because if you ever don't ask, you don't get.
Now, I must tell you, if you are a fan of entertainment like I am, then I am pretty sure you are not going to be disappointed on a Norwegian Cruise Line ship. The entertainment is fantastic. We're talking full-blown production shows on board and so many different types of entertainment. Something for everyone. I think you're going to have a great time. Let's have another little sail back through those details. So we're going to be flying you out to Copenhagen, where you'll join the Norwegian breakaway, and we'll sail out of there and head for Warnemünde. This is where you could visit Berlin for the day, or if you've already been to Berlin before, then maybe spend the day in Warnemünde itself. It's beautiful, lovely seaside town, nice restaurants and lovely little shops as well. Then we're into Tallinn, a beautiful port of call, brightly coloured with so many flower stalls and lovely restaurants as well. Then we're going to arrive into St. Petersburg and you've got your overnight in port. I personally recommend a visit to the Peterhof Palace. It's beautiful and the church on spilled blood is fascinating as well. Then we are going to head into Helsinki, Finland's stunning capital city. So much to see and do while you're there. Then our next port of call will be Stockholm. That really is a lovely sail in, so do make sure you're out on deck because you'll just be wowed by the beauty. And then you can maybe visit the ABBA Museum, or if you're a maritime enthusiast, visit the Vasa Museum. The warship is housed inside and it's absolutely fascinating. Then we're going to be sailing you back to Copenhagen and flying you back to the UK. And all of that from fares of 1,599 per person. That's including your premium all-inclusive. You don't really need to think about anything else, do you? It's all taken care of for you. All you've got to do is be free at sea and enjoy yourself. Give us a call on 0800 655 6449. We're going to move on now to our next itinerary, and this is a Vision Choice holiday and one of our best sellers, and you're about to see why. This is going on the Norwegian Star around LA, the Mexican Riviera and Las Vegas. Let's take a look around.
Yeah, the Norwegian Star, an absolutely lovely ship. Once again, it's got everything that you could possibly want, including on top deck they have a beer garden on top deck.
Oh, nice.
You see what I mean? They've thought of everything. Inside the staterooms, they're so comfortable. Once again, Joe, you get so well looked after. You get pampered. The food is incredible. Once again, it's the choice of restaurants that you're going to get as well, including, all the teppanyakis and stuff like that. But, of course, you eat where and when you like. There's no formal nights. You don't have to get a dicky bow. I mean, if you can afford a balcony, treat yourself to a balcony. They're really, really well worth it. Once you've done that, once you go to a balcony, you'll never go back. On top deck, there's so much going on. There's got the water parks there as well. But as I say, there's so much more as well. We've got an alfresco dining area as well. So in the sunshine, if you want to have an alfresco dining experience, you can. There's the spa area with the indoor pool. Once again, the spa treatment areas are absolutely gorgeous. Look at the fitness centre. I mean, look at that. It's better than a lot of the gyms that you pay, hundreds of pounds to stay in, isn't it? And you may as well, just take part in that. It's great. Look at this. The theatre is absolutely wonderful. And once again, different shows every night, including big production numbers, the real big production numbers you're going to love. This is what it's all about. It's all about exceeding your expectations. And remember, premium all-inclusive as well on this. All your drinks. They've got a bar on there called O'Sheehan's, which is like it's an Irish bar, but it's like like a Cheers bar. But they do food. The steaks are gorgeous. Oh, the chicken wings are to die for. It's only open 24 hours a day.
Oh dear.
Very messy, very messy. It's absolutely gorgeous. You're going to love the Norwegian Star. Lovely. I'm going on holiday on the Norwegian Star myself later this year. That's how much I love it. We're starting off here, Los Angeles, the Mexican Riviera and Las Vegas Stars. We've dated this on the 28th of February for next year for 15 nights. We're going to start off by flying you from London Heathrow out to LA. When you get there, we're going to meet you, and we're going to take you to the Millennium Biltmore Hotel in Los Angeles, where you're on a room-only basis. And you're going to be there for 2 nights. Gives you plenty of time to wander around, take in the Hollywood sign, maybe one of the movie studios, or maybe go down Rodeo Drive. Why not? You're there. And then we're going to be joining the Norwegian Star. This is where you go premium all-inclusive. So you get on board, get yourself a cocktail or something, you know, why not? You're all-inclusive. And then we'll cruise out. And our first port of call is the Matalano. It's a lovely place, this. Once again, the beaches are absolutely incredible. Puerto Vallarta. Once again, Puerto Vallarta is one of Mexico's largest holiday resorts. The shopping is incredible. Then we're off to Mazatlan. This is where a lot of Americans go for their honeymoon. So it's really romantic. And they've got restaurants where the tables are in the sea, so you can eat there. Ooh. Then we're into Cabo San Lucas. And you see that arch there, that's called Leac. And all the youngsters, they dive off the top of there straight into the sea. You've got to see it to believe it. Then we're back into Los Angeles. That's where we're going to meet you off the ship, take you to LAX, the airport, and we're going to fly you to Las Vegas, Nevada. And that's where you're going to be staying for 3 nights at the Luxor Hotel on a room-only basis to take in all the glamour of Las Vegas. Do you know, there's you're right on the strip anyway, but there's all the shows and all that sort of thing going on there. Maybe you want to go up and see the Grand Canyon while you're there as well, or Hoover Dam. Go and have a look at that too. It's incredible. And then we're going to fly you rather back to the UK. 15 nights. But remember, on the cruise, it's premium all-inclusive. 1929. 1929. Remember, we're including all your flights and all your overseas transfers. They're all included. 2 nights room only at the Biltmore Los Angeles Hotel. Then, of course, you get 9 nights premium all-inclusive on the Norwegian Star. Then 3 nights in the Luxor Las Vegas on a room-only basis. This is incredible value for money. I'm going to enrol you into Vision Plus as well. That's our very own loyalty program. You'll also be enrolled into the program for the rewards program for Norwegian Cruise Lines. That's their Latitudes program. If you're already in the Latitudes program, we'll add into that more for you as well. It just carries on. And I tell you what, if you book this right now, ask for the case of wine and I'll send you a case of wine. But you've got to ask, because if you don't ask, you don't get.
Wow, this is an incredible holiday. There is so much going on. You've got your wonderful stay either end of your cruise, and you can be as relaxed or as active as you like. As Norwegian Cruise Lines say, you are free at sea to do whatever you like. And there's so much going on in those ports of call. Or you could just stay on the ship, couldn't you? Let everyone else get off and do the active stuff, and you could relax on a sun lounger all day. Sounds good to me. Let's have another little sail back through those details. So we're going to be flying you out to Los Angeles, where you've got your 2-night stay at the Millennium Biltmore Hotel. Perhaps visit the Hollywood Boulevard or the Walk of Fame and visit the Hollywood sign while you're there as well. Then we are going to be joining the beautiful Norwegian Star, sailing out from Los Angeles and heading for Manzanillo. Underwater visibility here is absolutely amazing, making snorkeling and scuba diving memorable, so try and get on one of those trips. Then our next protocol will be Puerto Vallarta. If you're feeling adventurous, perhaps try zip wiring through the tropical forests. Then into Mazatlan. Maybe try Deer Island here for a day relaxing on the beach, those crystal clear waters. Then our final port of call there will be Cabo San Lucas. You can learn salsa dancing while you're here in this exciting destination, or maybe try an outback adventure before we sail you back into Los Angeles. And from there, we are going to fly you to Las Vegas and put you up for 3 nights at the Luxor Hotel. And there's so much going on in Las Vegas. The choices are yours. Maybe try an air tour over the Grand Canyon. That sounds exciting. If you'd like to add that onto your holiday, then give one of our dedicated team a call and we could quote you for adding that trip on while you're in Las Vegas. And then sadly, we have to fly you back to the UK. Oh. And all of that for £1,929. Get yourself on the phone. It's 0800 655 6449. Well, this next one I have definitely got my eye on. We are taking you to Hawaii, and this is on board the Norwegian Jewel. So let's have a little look at what you could expect on your cruise.
Yeah, the Norwegian Jewel, once again, another one of these spectacular ships from the Norwegian fleet. Once again, premium all-inclusive. Once again, remember, it is freedom dining. There are no formal nights on board, so you don't have to worry about that. You know, all it is great fun right throughout. It's one of the most sociable cruises that you'll ever do, because you know what, that awkward question, whose round was it next? Doesn't come into it. It doesn't come into it. And you know, and that is one of the most awkward situations, isn't it? You dine where and when you like. You enjoy the food; is just incredible. Do you know? I've had some of the most incredible steaks on the. It really is. And I tell you what, as well, they have the buffets, but on the buffets they have live cooking stations. So you know, of a morning, it's not just all the eggs that are lined up there. It's how would you like your eggs, and they cook them there and then in front of you. How do you like your eggs in the morning? Yeah, exactly. It really is. It's great. And then, you know, they do all the show cooking, and that's just in the buffet. The main restaurant is absolutely fabulous. And of course, there's a choice of about 12 different restaurants. Look at this. The entertainment is just world class. They have what they call dueling pianos, which are absolutely lovely. You really will enjoy it. And look at the absolutely, of course, doesn't matter, it's all included, isn't it? Premium all inclusive. Have one yourself, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's fabulous. I love it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, everyone's having a great time, even SpongeBob. I mean, yeah, this for the kids would love this as well. They've got they do the circus at sea. Circus at sea for the kids. Whatever your age, from 8 months to 88, you're going to love it. It's going to have the time of your life. You really will. And this is a one-off sailing. A one-off sailing. So this is your only chance to do this. It's on the Norwegian Jewel, going on the 1st of October this year for 15 nights. We're going to start off by flying you from London Heathrow out to Vancouver, Canada. And that is absolutely gorgeous. You're going to be staying for 2 nights at the Georgian Court Hotel on a room-only basis in Vancouver. But you know what? There's so much to go and see in Vancouver. Stanley Park. There's this the Piliano suspension bridges. Absolutely lovely. And of course, watching the whole city go by the river there. It's lovely. Then we're going to be joining the Norwegian Jewel. This is where you're now premium all-inclusive. Get on board. Have a pina colada, why not, you know, all-inclusive. There are a couple of fun days at sea, and we end up in Hilo. This is, we're already there. Yep, we are in the Hawaiian Islands, the grass skirts. I can see it all now. Then to Kona, Aloha. It's lovely, isn't it? I mean, each one of these islands are very, very different. Maui, look at the beaches. You could be on that beach, enjoying all this fun. And remember, premium all-inclusive as well. We're going to be overnighting in Maui, so, you know, that is absolutely incredible. Then, we're going to get you from Maui, premium all-inclusive, to Honolulu. Oh, book it, Danny. Listen, and when you get there, we're going to put you up for 2 nights at the Hilton Waikiki Beach on a room-only basis. So, the Hilton and Waikiki Beach, I mean, it doesn't get any better. This is the life. This is living. And then that's on a room-only basis. We're going to fly you back to the UK. 2199. Yeah, it's a significant amount, but it's a chunky holiday, isn't it? It's a chunky holiday. We've included in the price list all your flights, all your transfers, 2 nights at the Georgian Court Hotel in Vancouver. That's on a room-only basis. 10 nights. Premium all-inclusive on the Norwegian Jewel. 2 nights at the Hilton Waikiki Beach, room only or similar. Now the transfers for this we can add in for just an extra 75 quid. Now I'll tell you why we do that, because some people like to do it themselves. Because in Vancouver, for instance, it costs you about 25 quid in a cab. So you know, if you want to do it. If you want us to have the transfers in, we can do it for 75 quid. But I tell you what, come here. Ask for a case of wine. Say, John said I can have a case of wine, and I'll send you a case of wine. But remember, you've got to ask. Because if you don't ask, you don't get.
What an incredible holiday. Just picture yourself on a beautiful white sandy beach, clear waters, and enjoying the fabulous city that is Vancouver. Believe me, you will not be disappointed with Vancouver. It's one of my favourite places to visit, and I'm sure it'll be one of yours too. Let's have another little sail back through those details. So going to be flying you out to Vancouver, where you've got your 2-night stay at the Georgian Court Hotel. There is so much going on in Vancouver. Perhaps visit Chinatown, head down to the harbour. I loved watching the seaplanes coming in and out, and maybe go to Capilano Suspension Bridge. That was a lot of fun as well. Then from Vancouver, we are going to be joining Norwegian Jules, sailing out and heading for Hilo. This is a volcano national park, and you can see its famous lava tube while you're there. Then we're into Kona. Visit the amazing sea caves and even snorkel through them, or visit the only seahorse farm in America. Then our next port of call will be Maui. You can visit the world's largest dormant volcano, or one of the many tropical plantations. Before we arrive into Honolulu, this is where we're going to take you from the ship to the Hilton Waikiki for 2 nights. Maybe take a catamaran ride past Diamond Head to a popular whale watching spot, or visit the pineapple and sugarcane fields while you're there. And from there, we are going to be flying you back to the UK, and all of that from fares of £2,199 per person. That includes your 2 nights at the Georgian Court Hotel on room-only basis, your 2 nights at the Hilton Waikiki Beach on a room-only basis, and your 10 nights on board the Norwegian Jewel Premium, all-inclusive. And before you go, I'm going to teach you a little bit of Hawaiian. Are you ready, John?
Oh, there we go.
Aloha Aina. You do it. Aloha Aina. It's going to take a while to teach, John. It means love the land. If you say that to the locals in Hawaii, they're going to love you. Get yourself on the phone on this wonderful cruise. 0800 655 6449. But from myself and from John, it's time to go. See you next time.
If you get hit, it's not my fault. Have a great time. Carry on cruising.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.